I've been watching All American for years, and the way they killed Billy Baker's character was just sorry writing, and I expected better. But then again, it's a CW show. I kind of felt like it was one of those things that Taye Diggs was like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. You need to go ahead and kill me off. And they kind of scrambled really fast to go ahead and do something, right? But when you have a character like Billy, that pretty much helped start the show of All American, because he made, especially in All American, you expected better for his send-off. So if you want to keep everything the same with the bus incident, tire pops, he goes on the edge of the cliff and he gets everybody off the bus, fine, go ahead and do that. But the execution at the very end of him looking for Jabari at nighttime, by the way, I don't know why the heck they had Jabari on the bus for hours. And it had to be hours because it was the afternoon. It was the afternoon where the sun was up. So the position of the sun kind of like it may have been 4 o'clock. So from 4, let's say around 8 o'clock, Jabari was on the bus. I don't know if he was knocked out. Was he scared? They didn't explain that. But okay, they get all the people off the bus. They do a head count? No. But why would you need to do a head count for your star player? I mean, he just got a full scholarship to Coastal. I would think Asher, more than anybody else, would be looking out for Jabari. He'd be like, you know what? This is the guy that I recruited. I want to make sure he's good. But never mind, neither here or there. Okay, so Billy gets everybody off the bus. Asher and Billy sitting next to each other. They bump heads and they both have a little bit of concussion. Asher gets knocked out. He wakes up. He gets off the bus. Billy feels a little foggy, so his judgment is impaired. And he has a history of impaired judgment when it comes to his headaches and things of that nature because he acts a little erratic. Okay, cool. I'm tying this back to the previous seasons, excuse me. So, Jabari is off the bus. All right. Let's say Jabari is off the bus, but he went to go around the corner to go pee and nobody noticed, or he was just around the corner because he was just embarrassed or scared, or however you want to do it. He was off the bus, but Billy thinking, he's like, you know what, let me just go back on there and do it, but have it to where it's like Billy thinks he hears Jabari or somebody on the bus. Again, it's his whole entire mental state because he just got hit in the head and he has a history of this kind of stuff. Tie it back to the previous season. So he gets back on the bus to try to find Jabari and get him off there. But Jabari comes back out around the corner and like, hey, where's Coach? And like, hey, where you at? Coach is on the bus. And Jabari's like, hey, Coach. And then next thing you know, Billy's looking back. He jumped a little too fast. The bus falls off the cliff, and that's how he passes away. Yes, he did go back on there. He did go back on there to get Jabari. It wasn't necessary. Okay, so that will give a perfectly good reason for Jabari's guilt. That will make Asher feel kind of guilty because they bumped heads, and that causes the issue with Billy's hearing and seeing things like he did before. Billy still dies a hero, and then everything's explained. But when you sit here and have the man go back on the bus to get your star player, who has got a full ride scholarship, not Asher, none of the other teammates noticed, nobody did a head count, that's just lazy writing. Billy goes back on there, and then the bus just falls, I'm assuming. I mean, I don't know if he pushed Jabari out, what? I don't know. They made a comment about his legs not being as fast as it used to be in the episode. So I just assumed that, you know, Jabari ran off the bus, jumped off first, and Billy, because he wasn't as fast as he used to be, he was just too slow to get off the bus. I don't know. That's just my headcanon. That's what I'm just going to say when it comes to this All-American. So then we go back to now we go forward to the next episode, right? And the funeral thing happens. I would have liked to see more flashbacks of Billy. And not just flashbacks, but flashbacks with unseen footage or retakes. So that way we can see another perspective of certain things when it came to that time frame. So anyways, when it comes to Billy's wife, I can't think of her name right now. She's having a very hard time. I can understand that. And with this, it kind of makes more sense for her to be more upset at Jabari, right? Because think about it. In that episode to where they was having a funeral and the send-off for Billy, when she got so upset at him, it didn't make any sense. At least this way, the way I told it, it makes sense for her to be upset because, hey, if you was where you were supposed to be with the rest of the team, my husband still would be alive. That makes sense to me. That's more powerful. Okay, so then what ends up happening? You have Spencer's wife. And let's be real, that's Spencer's wife. And you have Jordan. Jordan did an amazing job this episode. He stayed strong. And yeah, he needed his moment. And I can understand that. That was his dad. That was his world. That was his whole entire reason why he played football. And then you have Spencer's wife. And nobody's really checking in on her like that. And she's starting to show the signs of her starting to backslide. And it looks like she's going to now, because she's been so focused on JJ and what he's doing. And now the last scene of her at Billy's desk grabbing that bottle. I don't think she's really going to take a drink. Normally when she goes down a path of drinking again or doing any type of drugs, her hair is straight. Her hair is still curly, so she ain't going to be doing none of that stuff. I don't see. I'd be really surprised they do that. The history of the show shows when she has straight hair, she's using or doing something. And then as far as Spencer goes, the whole entire voicemail thing, I didn't like how angry he was at Billy. That didn't make any sense to me. But I guess you could keep that the same. Maybe that'll motivate him to get his head out his butt and stop worrying about everybody else and make his actual dreams come true. Because if he's too busy helping everybody else, he's never going to be able to help anybody else. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I would have had Billy die. I think that's a lot better. I think it's a lot better and it'll make the story of the series flow better compared to what they did just now. I mean, let's be real here. It's a CW show. They're not unfamiliar with killing people off. Just look at Arrow. So, anyways, tell me what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.